The stars shimmered like they always had, calm and distant. Humanity hadn't fought a war in 3,000 years. No hunger, no crime, no fear. So when the alien fleet arrived with cannons glowing and demands ready, they expected surrender. Instead, humanity smiled. Earth was now a quiet jewel in the galaxy. Cities floated in the sky, powered by clean energy. People spoke in poems and grew food in towers made of living trees. Children learned 10 languages by age 5 and painted the sky with drones for fun. The last memory of war was stored in museums and accessed like bedtime stories, something that once was, never to be again. So when the Glary Dominion sent their message, submit, or be destroyed, most people didn't take it seriously. The aliens hovered in orbit for a week. Massive ships shaped like dark blades stretched across the horizon. They sent broadcasts filled with threats, "We will cleanse this softness from the stars." But Earth didn't panic. No armies formed. No missiles launched. A teenage girl replied to their threat with a dance video that went viral in 37 systems. An elderly historian simply said, "They're about 3,000 years too late." The Glary sent scout ships, expecting confusion and terror. What they found instead were humans inviting them to tea. One scout landed in Neo-Tokyo and was gifted a sweater by a smiling grandmother. "You look cold," she told the creature. In Lagos, a Glary drone was taken apart and reprogrammed by children during recess. "It's just code," they said. In Mars Colony 9, an alien envoy was handed a mug with the words, "Calm down, we got this." The Glary leaders grew furious. "They mock us," barked Admiral Seth. "They do not understand our power." His advisor trembled, "Or maybe, they do." The Glary launched a precision strike, a kinetic rod aimed at Earth's moon, meant to shatter it as a warning. But as the weapon fell, it simply stopped. Suspended in space. A human voice echoed through every alien system, "We caught it." Want it back? Panic broke across the Glary fleet. "What technology is this?" they cried. On Earth, scientists shrugged. "It's not technology. It's understanding." Human advancement hadn't stopped at machines. They had moved into the realm of mind, of resonance, of harmony with the universe itself. They could shape gravity like pottery, weave light into tools, sing atoms into new elements. "We didn't stop preparing," said one leader. "We just stopped fighting." In a final act of desperation, the Glary launched their entire fleet toward Earth. Millions of ships. Oceans of firepower. They expected Earth to rise with weapons. But the skies remained still. Then the stars changed. One by one, points of light shifted. Not weapons, not ships, people. Humans, floating in space, calm and unarmored. They didn't speak. They simply looked. The Glary ships began to fail, not from attack, but from awe. "We came to conquer gods," whispered Admiral Seth. But they became something else. A ripple spread from Earth, not of destruction, but peace. It passed through metal and bone, through code and fear. The Glary forgot rage. They felt warmth. One soldier dropped his weapon and began to cry. Is this what they chose instead of war? The fleet turned back, not defeated, transformed. And Earth smiled. On the surface, children released lanterns into the sky. In orbit, Glary officers stood side by side with humans, staring at the curve of the planet. "You could have destroyed us," said one. A human monk nodded. But what would that prove? The Glary learned more in one day of peace than centuries of war had ever taught them. A new era began, not of dominance, but exchange. Earth welcomed them with open arms. And in return, the Glary told their stories, their fears, their mistakes. Humanity listened, not to judge, but to understand. "We are not your enemies," one human said. "We are your future, if you're willing." In every corner of the galaxy, tales spread of the planet that smiled in the face of invasion. Of a people who had turned war into wisdom. Of Earth, the place where even conquerors came to be healed. After 3,000 years of peace, they said, humanity didn't forget how to fight. they just remembered something better. You threaten us with war, someone laughed. We've already won with peace.